What's up? Welcome to Focus Daily TV. Here on Focus Daily TV, we bring the truth that shall make you free. Presently, we're speaking about the formation of the central bank, the Federal Reserve, and how that was against everything that God stands for, completely against the will of God. The Bible states that God said that the gold was his. In come the Federal Reserve System seeking to remove the gold for selfish reasons and replace it with a system of fiat paper currency, which is backed by nothing that is except the souls of men, as Revelation speaks of, the souls of men being traded on the market. This is exactly what it speaks about. This fiat system, the system of reclassification, registration, birth certificates, social security numbers, and things of that nature. But as usual, God sends people to derail Satan's missions, and one of those people that he sent was Andrew Jackson. So we're going to delve a little bit into Andrew Jackson today. Let's go.
After 12 years of manipulations of the U.S. economy on the part of the Second Bank of the U.S., the American people had had just about enough.
So, manipulation, sabotage, those are the methods that they use to bring in this new fiat system. By creating this environment of panic, it persuaded the people to accept this new system that they were bringing in, this fiat system, this demonic system of banking, central banking, Federal Reserves, money changers.
Opponents of the bank nominated a dignified senator from Tennessee, Andrew Jackson, the hero of the Battle of New Orleans, to run for president. This is his home, the Hermitage. No one gave Jackson a chance initially. The bank had long ago learned how the political process could be controlled with money. To the surprise and dismay of the money changers, Jackson was swept into office in 1828. Jackson was determined.
As he's saying, the money changers, which are mentioned in the Bible. On Focus Daily Show, I just present the information in a historical perspective that's accepted by all. But within that information lies the underlying truth. You just have to listen and turn on your discernment. And if God's will, what's the word I'm looking for? Wants that, you will be able to clearly see the information that I'm presenting. Try to find the right words.
Determined to kill the bank at the first opportunity and wasted no time in trying to do so. But the bank's 20-year charter didn't come up for renewal until 1836, the last year of his second term, if he could survive that long.
See, all these things occurred right around the time of the Civil War and right around the time where they brought in those 13th and 14th Amendments. None of this is coincidental. The war was a major part of trying to bring in the system. Some might think it was to prevent it, but it was to bring it in and to get rid of all the opponents of this new fiat system that they were seeking to introduce into the world.
During his first term, Jackson contented himself with rooting out the bank's many minions from government service. He fired 2,000 of the 11,000 employees of the federal government. In 1832, with his re-election approaching, the bank struck an early blow, hoping Jackson would not want to stir up controversy. They asked Congress to pass a renewal bill 4 years early. Naturally, Congress complied, then sent it to the president for signing. But Jackson weighed in with both feet. Old Hickory never...
The real Andrew Jackson wasn't having that, which happened to be an Afro-American. Do your research. The pictures that they present are false allegories in order to confuse the children of God, Afro-Americans, as to their true position in this world, who they truly are, which are the light of the world. We must return to that position, and we must return soon. But first, truth must be presented. And that's what we do right here on Focus Daily TV. Hit that like button, subscribe, support the channel, hashtag Focus Daily TV if you feel like it. Let's continue down this road.
A coward vetoed the bill. His veto message is one of the great American documents. It clearly lays out the responsibility of the American government towards its citizens, rich and poor.
It is not our own citizens only.
But keep in mind, it's a code that is being presented here. Those pirates and privateers speak in code, and they so happen to be the ones that control the media and control the information. So they speak in code amongst each other. See if you can break down this message right here.
Documents. It clearly lays out the responsibility of the American government towards its citizens, rich and poor.
It is not our own citizens only who are to receive the bounty of our government. More than 8 million of the stock of this bank are held by foreigners. Is there no danger to our liberty and independence in a bank that in its nature has so little to bind it to our country? Controlling our currency, receiving our public money.
So foreigners are introducing a new system that must be stopped. Those are the same foreigners spoke of biblically, the kings of Babylon, the foreigners that Deuteronomy speak of. Let's roll on.
And holding thousands of our citizens' independence would be more formidable and dangerous than a military power of the enemy.
Let me roll that one back.
Receiving our public monies and holding our government, more than 8 million of the stock of this bank are held by foreigners. Is there no danger to our liberty and independence in a bank that in its nature has so little to bind it to our country? Controlling our currency, receiving our public monies, and holding thousands of our citizens' independence would be more formidable and dangerous than a military power of the enemy. If government would confine itself to equal protection and, as heaven does its rains, shower its favor alike on the high and the low, the rich and the poor, it would be an unqualified blessing. In the act before me, there seems to be a wide and unnecessary departure from these just principles.
Well said, Mr. Jackson. The truth shall rise to the surface. Focus Daily TV, hit that like button, subscribe, support the channel, hashtag Focus Daily TV, share. We out.